I'm Gayle Long, co-author of A Year Without a Man. And I'm Barb DeHart. Gayle and I did The Year Without a Man together and then subsequently wrote the book that we are happy to talk about today. Gayle and I have very much a shared interest in women's empowerment, self-empowerment, and that's really what the book speaks to. First, we went on this journey, and it was really about the Year Without a Man journey. The impetus for that is Gayle and I, our lives were really out of control. We were both involved in extramarital affairs, and things were pretty rough. There was a lot of suffering happening. After the Year Without a Man, what started to happen is the more we would talk about it, people would often say, wow, that's a great title of a book. And I need to read that book, or my daughter needs to read it, or my mother needs to read it. And so we got so much interest from people that knew us or that we would encounter that we finally decided to sit down and write the book.
And then Barb had a connection with somebody at KN Literary Arts. And so we just made the choice to invest, and thank God we did. With our book doctor at KN, we were able to take it from where it was and move things here or there to create a beautiful, flowing, magnificent book.
And one of the things that we continuously hear now from people is that it's really well written. And that was an intention of ours. Was, as I said, we always knew it was a good story because we lived it, but we wanted it to be a really good book. And it's with KN's help that it really achieved that. We chose to self-publish primarily or initially because we wanted to own the IP. We knew that this book wouldn't not just be a book, but we're working on things like journals and workbooks and courses around the framework that we created. And so number one, it's that we wanted the IP. And number two, the process of going out and finding a literary agent and publisher and all of those things that are necessary just were very daunting to us. We live our lives from the place of really letting ourselves be led and following our intuition. And when we met the team at KN, it just felt completely like the next indicated step and the natural thing for us to do. So I think it would have been a completely different experience if we had had KN as part of our team, but the team really was instrumental. Self-publishing process with KN was so streamlined and easy. We worked with a book doctor, which was fundamental, so that we ended up with a beautiful manuscript, a really well written manuscript. And then the rest of the team started to come in and help us with not just the book layout and the final editing, but uploading it to the different platforms and setting up the different platforms. And so being led through that part of the process was a huge, huge, huge benefit for us. I mean, it just made everything so easy and fast and lovely.
And they know the right questions to ask. So all we had to do was answer some basic questions, and they did all the work for us, including the cover design. You know, we had a lot of input, but that was part of the package deal. We got to have somebody a beautiful artist, help design our book cover. It was an incredible process. We really couldn't have done and had the high quality product that we ended up with without KN. Really, it is an investment, and it's worth the investment. You're going to end up with the highest quality book that you could possibly have if you go with KN Literary Arts. I really mean
all of that matters, and it's really the foundation that we're building the rest of our business around. The workshops and the workbooks and all the follow-on work and the coaching work and the client work, all of that is coming out of the foundation, and that foundation is the book.
Working with our marketing coach gave us so much confidence that our book is going to be seen. It is going to be out there. She was able to come up with a blueprint plan for us moving forward that feels very, very good and exciting.
What I would want other people to know is that if they're interested in writing a book and publishing it, that partnering with someone like KNLA makes everything possible.
KN Literary Arts, it's like it had our back this whole time. It's like this feeling that you want it to be just as successful in the end as we do. So that felt really good. It just always felt very I always felt very encouraged and we can do it type of thing. And it was just wonderful. I'm sad that it's over.